My all-time inspiration and favorite leader, Nelson Mandela, once said, "It's always seems impossible until it's done." Swami Vivekananda, another inspirational leader whom I follow, said, "Arise, awake, and don't stop until your goal is reached." Such wise words, always raising a heartbeat. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, I want to share with you how I walked the way on my Toastmasters journey. Since a long time, I've been following the sensational Tony Robbins, the modern day contemporary leader. I have always seen him give these gigantic, energetic speeches that would inspire and motivate everyone present in the audience and be heavily inspired by it. I always wanted to have my own voice. I always wanted a place where my journey, my stories, and my way of thinking mattered. During my college days, I would look for debate clubs but couldn't find any. One day, I told my friend that I wanted to improve my fluency and how I always wanted to improve my mind where I don't have to search for words. That's when he suggested me Toastmasters. I was completely unaware that such a huge organization existed in Kolkata and that it provided people a forum to learn and inculcate the art of public speaking. I remember the first time I went to the meeting of my very first Toastmasters Club, Kolkata Toastmasters Club. I was in complete awe of the president and the general evaluator. I saw there were some speakers who were brilliant at public speaking and some who struggled but tried their best to deliver their speech. Well, I could relate to them because if I was on stage in front of such a huge audience, I would be nervous too. I was too afraid to even raise my hand for table topics because I didn't want to make a fool of myself. But the thing I realized was how wide the gap was between where I want to reach and where I was at that time. I started attending the meetings, got to know the club members, and with every meeting passing by, my urge to improve became stronger and stronger. I joined as a member, and pretty soon I was given my first mentor, the funny bone of our club, Toastmaster Rohan Mitra. I wanted my speeches to be funny like his. I wanted people to enjoy my speech as well as create an impact. That's when I was told to take the pathway quiz and choose my pathway. I was suggested dynamic leadership. And I just knew that this was always what I wanted to learn and speak about. And I immediately opted for that. But the most frightening part was what came after delivering my icebreaker. I remember I took more than 3 months to deliver my icebreaker. Everyone kept pushing me to give my speech and assuring me that it's going to be fine. But deep down, my fears told me, I am not ready. One day I asked myself, am I ever going to be ready? So I took a slot and delivered my icebreaker. My eyes wandered everywhere throughout my speech and nervousness pitched in. I felt the adrenaline rush through my veins. And that's how, ladies and gentlemen, I started my journey as a speaker. Slowly, I started browsing through my pathway and learned so much from the manual. I further took up Vice President Education at Kolkata Toastmasters Club to further enhance my skills as a leader. It helped me understand where I lacked and in which areas I need to develop myself. Initially, I realized level one was just about getting acquainted to the stage, talking about yourself and your area of interest and research. I remember I gave my research and presentation project about personal finance and power of compounding. I had a lot of fun doing that project. I learned so much, read a lot of books, and I was initially postponing reading those books, but because of that project, I read those books and delivered my tips to young people like us on how to manage our personal finance and how to start early. After that, I took the role of the TMOD, the Toastmaster of the Day, for the very first time on my favorite topic, Bollywood romance. I would see in TV shows the games played with contestants, and I direly wanted a place where I could conduct the same. And that day came. Everyone laughed, enjoyed, said Hindi movie dialogues to each other, shairis, and spoke about their view on Bollywood romance. It was a place where I learned a lot about audience interaction and audience engagement. Coming to my level 2, it was a lot more informative. I learned about different leadership styles and different communication styles. I understood I possess a democratic style of leadership where I take everyone's opinion regarding a matter. I contemplated my communication style to be supportive, someone who is always encouraging and motivating. While going through the quiz, I realized my mistakes at the times when I was a leader and how I could implement the learnings in my VP education role. The third speech of level 2 was about Toastmasters mentoring. My mentor, Siddharth Churiwal, taught me so much about how mentoring happens, what mind frame you should have while talking to your mentees, how to understand what kind of motivation is required to push them, and when to go light on them. He had 10 mentees and he gave me examples of how each of us is different. I knew I had to be supportive and motivating as a mentor, but to be character specific with each mentee was a game changer for me. By this time, I was visiting various clubs and giving speeches there. I met with a lot of different people from various backgrounds. I started evaluating too and used the tips given by my mentor. It further helped me relate to my pathways as I used the wisdom given by various evaluators in my upcoming speeches. Also, I must say, I made a lot of friends during this time. I remember in the pre-pandemic time how all of us would hang out after the meeting and get to know each other. The friendship, the bonding, the fellowship, everything made me fall in love with Toastmasters more and more. Next came my level 3, my favorite level. My first two elective projects was about engaging humor to my speeches, the kind of speeches I always wanted to tell. By that time, I had watched a lot of international speech contests at the World Competition Forum, and I exactly knew how to draft the humorous speeches. One of those speeches I gave at CGTM, and as always, my CGTM folks were very kind and gave me some commendable feedback. I took up Table Topics Masters for the very first time as a part of my active listening project. There also, I wanted to make it fun and entertaining session. I selected people out of the blue and gave them topics they usually don't speak about. Like I remember giving DTM Rohan Nag the topic, women are like jigsaw puzzles. Everyone started laughing immediately when I gave them that topic. In that project, not only I learned about active listening, but also about challenging the gray areas of each speaker. Then came my level 4 when the coronavirus pandemic started in full blow. My level 4 was quite interesting. My projects asked me to make my own banners, my flyers, publicize it, and invite people. A previous VPPR Prasanna did teach me a lot and gave me full support to finish my level. Here also, I had to further challenge my limits and dedicate time to learn new things. In level 4, I again became the team out here at CGTM with the theme, The Sound of Music, where people sang their hearts out. It was such an entertaining and blissful thing to watch, I must say. That day will always, always remain special to my heart. Coming to my level 5, the most difficult level by far. It took me 2 months to figure out what I wanted to speak and how to frame my speeches. I did use of my knowledge of leading at charitable organizations at Rotaract International in one project. And I told about my life story and how I led the way since childhood in another project. It was tough to speak up my heart out about my fears, but I'm glad I overcame that fear and spoke anyway. I also started mentoring few people, and in the process, I have learned so much from them. I have tried to impart my knowledge in Toastmasters to help them. To be honest, mentoring is such a delightful experience. You help and motivate someone to grow, and when they shine on stage, it's such a wonderful feeling. Overall, I feel Toastmasters has been a transformational journey for me. From my first speech, where I was told I seemed very nervous, had long pauses, didn't maintain eye contact, to today, where I get feedback like great expressions, didn't fumble, great voice modulation. It has really been a long but tremendously enjoyable path. Walking on this pathway taught me a lot. I still have many areas where I need to improve, but I know in my heart how much I have learned in this process. I'm so happy that I'm finally completing my pathway after more than 1 year in Toastmasters. Also, I want to thank the Toastmasters for the wonderful friendship, the camaraderie, and the love I've got from all the clubs I've been to. I've made some amazing friends in the Toastmasters fraternity, people with whom I want to be lifelong friends. I now know how these learnings is applicable outside Toastmasters. So I would urge all the new members to start your journey and keep continuing it until you culminate on your journey. And don't worry, there's always double DTMs. You will definitely learn many things about yourself in the process that you wouldn't have even known about yourself. Always remember the quote, it's always difficult until it's done. Take help from your mentors, and I definitely assure you, you will get their best help and they'll bring out the best in you. After all, Toastmasters is not about you or I, it's about we and us. What do you think, Toastmaster Bimal?